Good morning, everyone. It's October 22nd, 2024, and today we're diving into the latest developments in the US stock market. I'm here to break it all down and give you a forecast for tomorrow's trading session. Let's talk about what happened today and how it could impact your next moves. 1. Market wrap-up for October 22nd, 2024. Today's trading session was a roller coaster. Investors grappled with mixed earnings reports and upcoming economic data. The S&P 500 dipped slightly by the afternoon, down about 0.4%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average lost around 150 points, ending the day down 0.5%. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq held up better, finishing flat with just a 0.1% drop as tech stocks stayed relatively stable. On the bright side, some big names in the tech sector like Apple and Microsoft saw modest gains, helping the Nasdaq remain steady. On the flip side, financials and energy stocks struggled, with oil prices continuing their slide, putting pressure on big names like Exxon and Chevron. Corporate earnings have been a mixed bag so far this quarter. Companies in consumer discretionary sectors, such as retailers, are facing a tough outlook due to rising inflation pressures. But tech giants have been surprisingly resilient, especially with the holiday season around the corner. 2. Big movers of the day. Let's talk about the biggest movers today. Tesla's stock surged by over 3% after positive delivery numbers in Europe. But not everyone was riding high. Bank of America tumbled more than 4% after disappointing earnings, which were impacted by higher-than-expected loan losses and rising interest rates eating into profit margins. Another stock to watch was Netflix, which rose 2% on news that their ad-supported tier is gaining traction, with subscriber numbers climbing faster than expected. This news gave a lift to other streaming-related stocks like Disney and Warner Bros. Discovery. 3. Fed Watch. Eyes on tomorrow's data. As we look ahead to tomorrow, all eyes are on fresh economic data, particularly the release of the latest Consumer Confidence Index and housing market reports. Traders will be watching closely for any signs that the Federal Reserve's tightening measures are slowing down the economy faster than anticipated. The Federal Reserve is set to meet next month, and while a rate pause seems likely, today's data could give more clues on their longer-term plans. If the consumer sentiment data shows weakness, it could reignite recession fears and add more pressure to the markets. With that in mind, it's worth noting that some traders are already starting to price in rate cuts for mid-2025, which could change the market's trajectory in the long run. But for now, volatility remains the name of the game. 4. Forecast for tomorrow, October 23, 2024. So, what can we expect for tomorrow, October 23, 2024? Well, it's likely we'll see a cautious market at the open. The Consumer Confidence Index will be a key factor. If it comes in lower than expected, we might see a sell-off, especially in consumer-focused stocks. Retail stocks like Walmart and Target could take a hit if consumers are showing signs of pulling back on spending. On the other hand, if the report surprises to the upside, expect tech and growth stocks to rally once again, given their resilience in the face of rising rates. Also, pay attention to bond yields. They've been inching up, and any major moves there could cause ripple effects throughout the stock market. Higher yields often pressure stock valuations, especially for high-growth companies. Keep an eye on the 10-year Treasury yield as it gets closer to 5%. That's going to be a major tipping point for the market. 5. What should investors do? Now, here's the million-dollar question. What should investors do right now? My advice? Stay patient. This market is volatile, and we're in the middle of a lot of noise from earnings, economic data, and the Federal Reserve. Consider focusing on sectors that are likely to perform well regardless of short-term market swings. Tech and healthcare are two areas to watch. Tech, especially with its strong balance sheets, can weather economic slowdowns. And healthcare tends to be resilient because of its essential nature, particularly with an aging population driving demand for services. 6. final thoughts. Alright, folks, that's your October 22nd, 2024, market recap and a look ahead to tomorrow. It's a tricky environment out there, but with the right approach, you can navigate these choppy waters. Make sure to keep an eye on those key data releases tomorrow morning. They could set the tone for the rest of the week. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily updates on the stock market. I'll see you tomorrow. Host smiles and waves goodbye. Closing shot of Wall Street with upbeat background music playing. Stay ahead of the market, subscribe for daily insights.